PM Lee, ESM Go, DPM Heng, and colleagues at the MAS. I'm very happy to join you virtually today for this important milestone event for the MAS. The book that we are launching today, comprising 50 landmark statements, tell a very interesting story of how the MAS built up credibility over the 5 decades. Credibility as a central bank, credibility as a financial supervisor, and credibility as a partner with industry in developing a financial center. As the book tells it, we've gone about it partly by learning from the best, particularly in our earlier years, but also by doing things in our own way. In our own way, principally because our circumstances are different from many other financial systems. We are a very small place, but very open, and playing global and regional roles. In other words, we are small, but not small in our ambitions and our role. And this unusual set of circumstances has required a different way of thinking about monetary policy, financial supervision, as well as our way of coordinating with the rest of government. In monetary policy, perhaps most distinctly, we've taken a different view, using the exchange rate as our instrument of policy, but also not going for the extremes of exchange rate management. We've chosen a middle path of a managed float of the Singapore dollar. That has worked well and is now seeing more adherence around the world, particularly in Asia. In financial supervision too, we've taken a unique path. We have an unusual reputation of being more strict than most financial regulators as far as prudential matters are concerned, but also more facilitative of business development and more proactive in developing the financial sector. And we have found it possible to not only balance these two objectives, but to marry them. And it's precisely because we were early conservatives in financial regulation that we've also been able to liberalize, open up to competition, most especially during and in the wake of the Asian financial crisis, when the MAS opened up the financial sector whilst many others were hunkering down. We are also unique in our view of central bank independence, and the book tells the story as well. We have never viewed it in rigid or formalistic terms. The central bank has to be independent in its monetary policy, in its supervision of individual institutions. But when it comes to managing major crises, and when it comes to ensuring overall financial stability, for instance, the property market, ensuring the stability of the property market, the MAS has always found that it makes a lot of sense to be part of a coordinated government effort with the Ministry of Finance, the Ministry of National Development, and others. And that whole of government approach has served Singapore well and will continue to serve us well. We have not found that collaboration with the rest of the government erodes the MAS's independence where it really counts, in monetary policy and in financial supervision. Finally, I would say that we are somewhat unique in the sheer range of MAS's functions. We started off very narrow, in fact narrower than most central banks. But we've since grown our range of functions to be a fully fledged central bank, as well as an integrated financial regulator, banking, insurance, securities, the capital markets, and a proactive partner with industry in developing a financial center. And that range of functions is quite unique. I would say it's also how we've developed our people, because it's precisely that range of functions that has allowed successive managers and leaders in MAS to groom their skills, develop broad perspectives of their work, and gain experience that is invaluable as they move from one function to another. If you look at our recent cohorts of leaders, Ong Chong Tee, Teo Swee Lian, Ravi Menon, the current MD, they've benefited greatly from going through a rotation of functions within the organization. And that has been an advantage. I should add, by the way, myself as well. I spent 17 years as staff of MAS, going through different functions before finally becoming the MD. So the book tells the story of the unique path we've taken, why we've taken it, and the principles on which we have based our approach. But I want to thank our partners in industry who have grown together with us, from whom we have learned and changed our posture over time from learning from our partners. It's a partnership which remains relevant as we move into an even more challenging future. More competitive, more disruptive in many ways, but we will grow together and maintain the stability of our financial system at the same time. I want to thank, most especially, the successive leaders and colleagues at the MAS who have made it what it is today. Trusted, credible, and always learning. Thank you very much.